friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Kids for Magic World. Friends, today our topic is essay on anti-ragging in English. Introduction: Ragging, a form of bullying that typically occurs in educational institutions, has plagued academic environments around the world. Despite significant strides in addressing this issue, ragging remains a persistent problem, causing severe psychological and physical harm to students. The necessity for a robust anti ragging framework is not merely a matter of institutional policy but a fundamental requirement to uphold human dignity, promote a positive educational atmosphere, and ensure that educational institutions fulfill their role as safe havens for learning and personal growth. Understanding ragging. Ragging, often referred to as hedging in some contexts, involves the use of abusive or humiliating practices directed towards new students by their seniors or peers. It can manifest in various forms, ranging from verbal abuse and coercive activities to physical violence and psychological torment. The intent behind ragging can vary from establishing dominance to creating a sense of camaraderie, but regardless of its motivations, the effects are invariably harmful. The repercussions of ragging extend far beyond the immediate distress caused. Victims may experience long term psychological impact, including depression, anxiety, and post traumatic stress disorder (PTSD). In several cases, ragging has led to tragic outcomes such as self harm and suicide. This highlights the urgency of implementing effective anti-ragging measures to safeguard students' well-being. The role of educational institutions. Educational institutions bear a profound responsibility to cultivate a safe and supportive environment for all students. This responsibility includes taking proactive steps to prevent ragging and addressing it decisively when it occurs. A comprehensive anti-ragging strategy should involve the following key components. First, clear policies and regulations. Institutions must establish and enforce a clear anti-ragging policy that defines what constitutes ragging and outlines the consequences for engaging in such behavior. This policy should be communicated effectively to all students, staff, and faculty members. Second, awareness and education. Education is a powerful tool in combating ragging. Regular awareness programs, workshops, and seminars should be conducted to educate students about the harmful effect of ragging and the importance of mutual respect and empathy. By fostering a culture of awareness, institutions can help prevent ragging and encourage positive interactions among students. Third, support system. Establishing support system for victims of ragging is crucial. Institutions should provide access to counseling services, helplines, and support groups to help affected students recover and seek assistance. Support systems also play a vital role in encouraging students to report incidents of ragging without fear of retaliation. Fourth point, strict enforcement and accountability. Enforcement of anti-ragging policies requires a transparent and impartial approach. Institutions must set up mechanisms for reporting and investigating incidents of ragging, ensuring that perpetrators are held accountable for their actions. Disciplinary actions should be fair, consistent, and effective in deterring future incidents. Legal and societal dimensions. In many countries, anti-ragging legislation has been introduced to address the issue on a broader scale. For instance, in India, the University Grant Commission (UGC) has implemented stringent regulations against ragging, mandating that institutions set up anti-ragging committees and take preventative measures. Legal frameworks like these are essential for reinforcing institutional policies and providing a legal recourse for victims. However, legislation alone is not sufficient to eradicate ragging. Societal attitudes and cultural norms also play a significant role in perpetuating or mitigating ragging. A cultural shift towards greater respect and inclusivity within educational institutions and society at large is necessary to address the root cause of ragging. Promoting values of empathy, tolerance, and mutual respect can help foster an environment where ragging is not only discouraged but actively repudiated. Case studies and success stories. Examining case studies and success stories of institutions that have effectively tackled ragging can provide valuable insight and serve as a model for others. For example, certain universities have successfully implemented peer monitoring programs where senior students are trained to guide and support newcomers, thereby reducing the likelihood of ragging. Additionally, institutions that have actively engaged students in the creation and enforcement of anti-ragging policies have seen positive results in fostering a culture of respect and inclusion. In conclusion, combating ragging requires a multifaceted approach that includes clear policies, education, support systems, and strict enforcement. Educational institutions must prioritize the well-being of their students by creating safe and respectful environment. While legal frameworks provide essential support, a culture shift towards respect and empathy is crucial in addressing the underlying issues that contribute to ragging. By working together, students, educators, and policymakers alike, we can foster educational environment that not only prevent ragging but also promote a culture of mutual respect and support. Ultimately, the fight against ragging is a fight for the preservation of human dignity and the creation of educational spaces where every student can thrive free from fear and abuse. Thank you friends for watching my video. Friends, I hope you like my video. Friends, if you like my video, so please subscribe, share and comments. Bye friends.